Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, YouTube? Everybody out there watching? It's me again, the Don, bringing you the continuation of DMT Tournament 4, Round 1, between LGN and 101A. Some of you remember we were here just a few days ago. The server cut out. We're back, and we're ready more than ever. I've got my boy Grizzly with me, and we're going to be bringing you some non-stop action tonight. Hope you enjoy. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to see they both. This is the first time in a while that two teams in the DMT have actually got to see each other. You know, before they're playing, we're gonna keep the scores of the last match and just tack them on to the end of this match. We're gonna play another full one, so it'll be a high-scoring game. And like I said, they've already got to see what each other's bringing.
That's right.
And you swap sides, so now everybody's getting to see the other team point of view, which is another thing we don't get to do.
I thought we would do that. I thought it only seemed fitting that we would give it a shot. As you recall, last time we were here, LGN had quite an advantage right there at the end of the match. They were really hogging this D column, pushing obviously from the east still. Really curious to see how 101A responds this time. I know that's obviously what LGN's going to try to do eventually. Is they're going to try to wear 101A down. They're going to try to, take and hold strategic points of the map. That way they can see and have these lanes, that give them visuals from here to there. Very curious to see how 101A responds and if they've taken the time to maybe take some notes.
Definitely more aggressive already. They're already taking the point, which last time you remember they stacked up and waited.
Absolutely, and we see LGN moving in with a bit of the quickness as well. I think they probably watched and have realized, hey guys, if they're going to sit back, we might as well move in and take this. Alright, here we go. We've got some LGN moving in from the get-go here. This is Sato's squad. Still not much as far as 101A. Definitely playing it safe here to start. Takes a shot. Sato getting shot already. 101A misses the second. What a start, what a start, what a start. Let's see if we can see what we're looking at, folks. You can kind of see in the middle of your screen, there's two green outlines there in the distance. I believe that's going to be where this is coming from. Looks to be most likely the bottom of the two. See if we can tell who that is. Sergeant Country Farms. Country Farms back at it. Drawing first blood on LGN. Sato quick to move position there.
Did we have a tank go down that I missed?
No, but we did have one take some shots. Country Farms squad, it looked like, put a few rounds into Sato, or put at least a round into Sato, but he got back into cover just in time there.
Hey, Gotti, in the F8 grid square, there are 3 tanks.
You got it.
For Legion. But there is also one up in G7 facing backwards towards the spawn. So I'm not sure.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
Maybe waiting to see if Arctic Fox decides to flank again, huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that mile-long flank.
He did quit.
He's up there by that building, matter of fact.
Yeah, let's say he's in familiar territory. Let's put it that way. Definitely curious to see how.
Oh, and something else we should tell the people watching. We also made it, same map with the exact same points.
That's right.
So they're still fighting over the same middle point. Nothing changed. We're just tacking on the scores.
That's right. LGN with the advantage as of right now. Perhaps could have had the advantage at the end of the last match. I know 101A is going to really need to jump to a big start here. They're going to want to cap that midpoint as probably as fast as they possibly can, because I'm not certain if it's going to benefit them to wait too long here. Let's get back in on the action. 101A does have an LGN armor unit marked within the midpoint. We've got Captain Country Farms firing northeast somewheres. Not particularly sure where. We've got a pretty decent shot here. If 101A creeps to the east about another 20 meters, they've got Sato's behind and a clear shot to it.
That tank that's up there in the G7 grid square, hiding behind that building, they're taking shots. It looks like from Loosey Goosey, or not Loosey Goosey, Malak and Big Loggy. Getting my names mixed up here. Top right at E7.
Yeah, we saw plenty of Loosey Goosey just the other night, didn't we?
That's right, man. Yeah.
Quite a matchup we saw with 508P and 1 SSF. It looks like
Legion has lost
perhaps
the tank.
Sato may. Yeah, Sato's definitely realizes that there's an armor unit somewhere behind this little structure here. We're gonna see a tank fight go down any moment, folks. We got shots fired. Shots landed by 101A. Sato seeming to struggle to get over that fence line. Lands a shot. We've got a miss by 101A. Could have finished him.
Oh,
101A
no. That
drops.
was a costly miss.
Costly miss indeed. Agent Stone getting out to repair. We've got Country Farm. Now would be one hell of a time to move in if you asked me, but are we willing to do so?
If you look just south of Sato, Legion has another tank down there on the bottom. So I think if he decides to push through that hedgerow, he's still going to get shot at.
You are very correct there, my friend.
I don't know how they don't see each other now.
Yeah, this is going to get really interesting really soon, I'm thinking. We've actually got two armor units moving up from the west over there. They could both be seen if they were to move up. Definitely something that AMAC squad is going to take advantage of here. We got shots landing on Sato again. He fires back and misses. Definitely needs a repair. Quite a chess match going on right now. LGN still with the advantage. They've now controlled the point for about 7 minutes or so. 7 to 8 minutes.
We have a tank pushing hard up there on Malik, and Big Loggy.
Oh yeah, we do.
He wants that kill.
Let's see if we can take a look at this.
Repping.
Yes, he does. Let's try to get you in there, folks.
Well, that was a misfire.
I'm not certain what that was here. Very curious to see the route he takes through here. He's got to maneuver through some treacherous territory.
Oh no.
Can he squeeze? He's doing the squeeze. Malak, what do you do, brother?
I mean, he's trying to get a better position. I see it, but he's face down, ass up to him right now.
You got it. He brought the oil to the Diddy party.
That's right. I brought my own.
Pepper's gonna need new shorts, Cotton.
Oh man. it is impressive that this Malak guy, their TC, he knows that other tank is pushing. He just doesn't know from where.
That's the
now
truth.
He does.
And he certainly does now. Oh, quick two-piece in the rear. Boom, boom. Big old fist to get remissed, you know. Down goes 101A. We'll focus back to the south here. It looks like Sato's back repairing. So it appears we've missed a little bit of action. Yeah, he's definitely getting a barrage right now from 101A. We've got AMAX tank actually pushing up, seemingly unbeknownst to 101A. Very well may be able to make a move here if he can determine which angle this is coming from.
See those shots coming in, I don't think he's trying to hit the tank. I think he obviously knows he can't hit the tank, but what he's trying to do is, if that guy's repping, just try to put a couple rounds in his tankers.
Certainly.
Trying to splash it off buildings.
Being down a man's definitely not a position you want to be in this kind of matchup. I'm certain of that. Man, the infantry in me is like, come on, AMAC, push the mother, you know, but I just, I understand the strategy to it. It's pretty intense. Sato looks like he's trying to peer north, fires a shot. He's definitely being aggressive toward 101A, that's for certain. AMAC not too sure who's firing, perhaps, getting into a little bit better cover spot.
Actually,
he's got to see that
smoke. I went back north. Mahajo has a tank coming up behind him way back out of spawn. But the spot he's in right now, he's peering through a tree right over a trench. Mahajo he's put his tank in a nasty spot actually. That's a good job.
Now
that's good planning.
Is who's marked up here by Malak, or that would have probably been where Malak died last, so he's went ahead and marked his body again, yeah.
But you do have.
So Mahojo's on a flank, you're saying?
Well, he's still holding position where he killed Malak last time. He's just pointed down towards the south looking. Malak is actually coming out of D7 right now.
Yeah, I see him over there.
He's coming up Mahajo again. Back Mahajo, whatever.
Mahojo.
Maybe we should be saying it more fluid. Maybe it's Mahajo. I don't know.
I think it's Mahojo, as far as I know.
Yeah.
He didn't quite have the mojo. He had the Mahojo.
This Malak guy, man, they're both Mahojo and Malak. I think are pretty evenly matched. Like they both know somebody's planning something. They just don't quite know where.
Well, I'm actually really interested to see Mahojo in an armor unit. To my knowledge, he's primarily an infantry player.
Really? Ooh, Mahojo is firing shots down here at Arctic Fox.
We're gonna have to take a peek. Yeah, we've got some shots being fired, folks. Shit is going down. We've got Sergeant Pick and Pair, accompanied with Arctic Fox here. We've got an armor mark. Let's see how accurate that mark is. It's not actually too terrible. Mahojo and company are, you know, slightly south of the mark, but overall that's a great ping to triangulate off of.
Oh, you know, I didn't even notice, but to the east kind of Mahojo is Maryland's tank in another great spot.
Yes. We've got an interesting little setup here by LGN, that's for certain. And Maryland,
yeah, they're no joke for sure.
Simply waiting for 101A to make a move off of that hedgerow down there to the southwest. The moment he appears through a tree,
here it is.
He's going to take one.
Well, he didn't fully rep all the way. I wonder what that's about. Tank's still on fire. He's pushing back up.
Interesting to see. Mahojo looks like he's peeling off to the north, perhaps maybe going on a wild flank. We've got Malak and company moving in from the west. This could be interesting. Mahojo very well may be seen by Malak. Curious if the TC will be able to pick up on that. Probably not, given the route they've taken, but just shows you how close the things can really be.
Yeah.
We may very well see Malak cruise up through here. And if he may get lucky and pop out right behind Maryland.
Again, though, look at Mahojo. That's a dang good spot coming up right there where he can pull out behind him as soon as he's pinged. Like, he's putting his tanks in good spots.
Yep.
Down here, Sato's still having no fun.
So Mahojo has actually been pinged, and Maryland's been pinged.
Uh-oh.
Not certain by whom. Oh, Commander. It's the Commander. Okay.
Oh, a recon plane then.
Yep. Command's got a observe mark up here, letting his guys know, hey, keep an eye. Mahojo with a wild flank. We'll come back to that here shortly, folks. We've got Malak here, and will Malak end up... He's facing Maryland. Seemingly has no idea. He hears the shot. He's got a mark on it. They've got him spotted, folks. This is what it's all about right here.
Yep.
Oh, the driver makes a small mistake, gets caught on the little half wall here. Seemingly,
yep, there it is.
Goes ahead and puts a shot in him.
Wow.
The TC
Maryland's
of
driver
both,
reacts to that.
Oh yeah. And it's a little too late. Malak with an excellent takedown. Very interested to see what happened to Mahojo.
He's further north
than
he
I see him up here,
facing down. Yeah.
He's certainly watching and waiting.
Meanwhile, Arctic Fox and Ramos, who seems to be missing a tanker altogether. I wonder what's going on there. But they're still having a 2v2 standoff down here on the point.
A little back and forth, alright. Let's see if we can get a better view of the action. Here we are. And that's Sato and crew, okay. In the center of the point. We've still got AMAC and crew, just south of him. Not certain if anybody has a ping on AMAC and crew just yet. I do know he's been sitting behind that little bit of shrubbery for a while now. As long as he's not fired or been seen, he may not be detected yet.
Oh, the very south of the map, I see nothing. Of course I wouldn't, they're on my team.
Exactly. We've got a recon
That's our
plane,
recon
it sounds like, going over.
Yep. We tagged both of the Legion has tagged both of the tanks in front of point, directly west of point.
Oh wow.
It's
okay.
Ramos, who's still missing a guy. He's 2-man in the tank, and Arctic Fox's tank over there.
Ramos and Norwood, 2-man in it today. With Pick and Pair at the helm of the other. Interesting. Wonder if we see a shot here by AMAC if we get if Ramos moves forward another 20 meters, you know? I'm very curious to see when he decides to give his position away. Oh hey, look. Ooh. We've got friendly fire going on between Ramos and Arctic Fox's Pick and Pair's crew.
24, you have to leave this channel.
I got a question for the admin. I'll leave, but
I can answer that real quick, but then you got to bounce.
Okay. Can I drive them up in a regular infantry truck instead of a Jeep?
Alright, we muted that, so we're good.
Alright. Just know us talking about both teams. We just want to keep it as fair as possible with,
Absolutely.
you know, religiously through the stream. I'm calling out to you which grid squares tanks are in, and you know, I like 101A a lot, but I don't want to help them. We want to see who's better. That's what this is about.
You got it. Ramos has been spotted. AMAC fires around, gets a ricochet. Ramos misses completely. AMAC fires another shot, missing completely. It hits the shrubbery. Not too bad. A little bit of action here. I'm curious to see really when somebody decides they really want to make a move.
Sato looks like he's kind of taking the position. Of course, he's pushing back out to get aggressive again.
Yeah, Sato's been doing that all game. He's
taking the position.
Probably repaired 7 times now.
He definitely. I mean, he's got a great spot. You can only hit him from north or south. He's got tanks on both sides. We did have a tank go down north, though.
Wonderful. Okay. Take a peek at this. We've got Pick and Pair with Arctic Fox and crew. Moving north. We've got Sato and AMAC focused on Ramos right now.
Oh, Mahojo is still up north. I wonder if they figured him out.
Oh,
they're Florida towards it. I bet that's it.
We've got a recon plane going over the point.
Look at this. There's that
definitely have
that transport truck coming up.
Yep, definitely have armor spotted. We've got an armor unit coming out of spawn from LGN, it looks like, up north. It's probably Maryland's crew, if I had to guess at this point in time. 101A, we watched, we're gonna go, ooh, did Ramos just drop?
No, the guy, the commander that brought him back, he did drop the tanker off, so Ramos has a full crew.
They've got the supply truck. Okay, so folks, the commander is allowed to transport his tankers back to their armor unit. Obviously, he takes quite a risk in doing so. I think at that point I may just
and it is free game.
I may just drop an airhead somewhere close. Or is that against the rules?
That is against the rules, because then if it's
rules,
locked
folks.
out or lit up, you know, you can see where tanks are. You could use it as a motion detector.
That's the truth. That's the truth. It does provide radar.
But the commander can transport anybody. He can't get out of the truck, but the crew member can get out of the truck. But like I said, that truck is free game. Truck, Jeep, whatever you want to drive.
I love it.
You know.
Not a whole terrible lot going on down here. We're going to take a peek up north. We've got Prickly Pear and crew somewhere's up here, a little bit north of myself. There they are.
How many tanks does 101A have out right now?
101A has 4 on the map. They've got one in Charlie 6, Fox 7, and then the 2 at the bottom portion of the map there.
They should be pushing. There's only 2 for Legion. I wonder if they know. I do see the one wrapping around back.
That's who I'm following now. This is going to be good. This is Pick and Pair with Arctic Fox and company. It's
Here's where I get excited.
Ooh, he might have been spotted. We've got a shot hit up here in the barbed wire.
All right.
It's
So
PG4.
you've got a tank wrapping around the back that just took that shot, but you also have Mahojo coming out of spawn, who you know they're telling him right now to look for him.
Yeah.
If he pulls out this road, Mahojo's looking at him.
Oh man, and that's how close this is, folks. Oh no, Mahojo's going north. They're going to meet. They are going to meet. This is going to be good. Oh wow. Arctic Fox and Co.
I'm surprised you didn't see him.
Corporal Jackal. It appears they've halted movement. Mahojo as well. They know that something is afoot.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to catch tanks coming out of spawn. Probably turn his engine off. No, not yet anyway.
Very well could be.
Mahojo's no fool, though. He's coming up right behind him.
He certainly is. I think we're going to keep an eye on this for a moment here. Pick and Pair ordering the PZ4 away. If Mahojo pops it in third gear and peers through this here opening, this might be the end for Arctic Fox and crew. Just barely can't see him. That's unbelievable. And lives to see another day. We're going to go back, get into the action here on midpoint, see what we're working with. Sato and crew still owning the midpoint. At what point does 101A decide to get aggressive here? Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm watching the time tick, and I don't know if they can come back after unless they really cap this point soon.
Well, there's still a lot of time left. We started at 1:15, so they've held it for roughly 30 minutes. You know.
Sure.
So.
But if you're 101A, you got to go into this thinking we're down. I mean,
100%. You have to. Oh, I think Pick and Pair just got a shot off on Sato. Not sure what tank that was.
Now it looks to actually been over here. I want to say it was Ramos and crew. It was Country Farms actually.
I think you're right.
Gets a pin and
out-repping again.
Yeah, man. Two-man repair.
AMAC has absolutely set up the tent. He is ready to camp there all night.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We've got Pick and Pair set up similar to where Arctic Fox was the last time. That seemed to be a pretty, somebody's getting precision.
He's tried.
Oh, it was behind us. It was in the middle of the point. They missed with the precision.
It missed.
I did not get it on camera, but we got just after it hit.
AMAC is hurt. Sato's got a round in him.
Sato is on fire. AMAC is severely damaged. He's about to go down with one more shot here. Both 101A shots come up short, hitting a barrier of some sort. AMAC and crew down. Not exactly
this is where you push to answer your question. It is 4v1.
Absolutely.
This is where you push.
Now, do they realize this? Probably so, seeing as all they are is in cap weight, and they're already putting the, turning the tide here. Are they watching the stream in real time? No, I'm just kidding. I like how we say it and then it tends to happen.
Yeah.
Pick and Pair and crew still facing east here. Takes a shot from Mahojo. They've finally been found. They're going to take another shot. Yeah, they're going to take another round from that Sherman. Managing to get behind
Good
here.
Positioning.
This is going to be.
Can the guy get out to rep without being picked off, though?
Well, I believe they let you get out to the right if you're in a tank crew. I think it always puts you out to the right. So if that's the case, he would be pinned next to that building.
I can't tell you how many times I've gotten out of a tank and been on the roof of it, though.
Yes, well, see, I got to take your word for that one. You have much more experience in that than I do. Mahojo and company definitely not afraid to go on the offensive here.
Not at all. You got to get reps in now, though. Got to try. Ooh, Sato has taken a tank down. It is 3v1. There is a tank right on the other side of the building of Sato, though. And they're pushing. They're coming.
Ooh, let's get this. Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, no.
They've come right in. They've driven right into the... either the trap
Sato's
or the...
kill him. Great play. Great play.
Incredible.
That's my commendation for the match. That was impressive.
Incredible. Wish we could have done a better job with the camera there. I was fumbling with the zoom on that.
While we were watching that, it looks like we lost...
Mahojo moving around, taking out Pick and Pair and company. A big one, too. They've got another armor unit marked up here. Almost... Maryland's almost, perfectly marked. I'm not certain by whom. I'd be willing to venture that it's Malak and Company. Maryland and Mahojo both moving in now from this northern side. Legion still with the cap advantage. We saw moments ago 101A with a 4-1 lead here. Mahojo getting right in the action, taking the fight to Malak. Both have put a shot in each other. Mahojo not in a good spot here. Seemingly getting out of the way just in time. I venture to say we might see a shot from Maryland's crew come in here from the northeast here pretty soon. If this PZ4 peaks, it could be all over but the shout here.
You can see him.
Oh, yes, Maryland putting a shot in Malak's front of his armor. It looks like they may have found Maryland, but they go down before they're able to get a shot off. Meaning, obviously, he saved Mahojo and crew. We're going to take a venture back to the midpoint here.
It's the same two tanks. We haven't missed a thing except Sato.
That's right. We've got Sato moving out. And this is what you saw last time from LGN. They were sure to, once they figured out, hey, we have the opportunity, and now they're moving. Yeah, we're gonna see an interesting armor showdown here in just a moment, guys. You know these guys see each other momentarily.
Talk about Sato's crew. Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely. He's probably going to get shot first.
He very well may. It appears he may not see the other crew yet. They've got their side turned toward him, and they're driving right out in front. The gun is not facing properly, so they're going to be able to get around them. We certainly may know now, but it is going to be a tad late.
Oh, he ripped off the AMAC.
We've got a shot ricocheting in the distance. AMAC and crew struggling today. Sato drops one.
Another tank pulling right out in front of Sato. I don't know about this. Oh, they got their shot off first.
Yep, they certainly did.
Might be it for Sato, guys. Yeah.
And Sato does indeed go down. This is what you like to see if you're 101A. They're not going to take it, sitting down, and that's always the spirit we're looking for. AMAC and crew has a pretty decent position here. They've went ahead and repaired. We very well may see another showdown.
Who was in Yokai's tank? I think Mahojo may have lagged out. There's a tank with no TC down there.
Interesting. That very well may be. We'll have to keep an eye on that. AMAC and crew obviously scanning, looking to see where anybody from 101A might be coming from. Unbeknownst to them, they've got Country Farms and crew just southwest of their location, within about 100 meters. I'll go ahead and take a peek at the map for you folks. We've got Pick and Pair and crew up there repairing to the north. Country Farms is making a move on this point. Fires a shot to the north. AMAC and crew have to know something's up. Just putting work on Yokai and crew.
That's it.
That armor unit drops for LGN. Not a bad showing right now for Country Farms on this latest PZ4 of his. He's definitely injured. I'm really curious to see what AMAC decides to do here. He's got a lot of room, a lot of options. He can sit and wait, or if he's willing to attack, he'll probably be able to come up successful. We've got 101A putting cap pressure on currently, so you see AMAC backing into the hard cap. You see PFC Toaster Bath up there repairing for country.
Pair took a mile-long shot from Sato, looking like up here on the MSR north of Point. If you go all the way down that road towards the beach, Sato is at the end of it.
He's actually moving up. They've
and he kills him.
Got some distance. Yes, fires around, takes out Pick and Pair. Easy does it, they said. 101A instantly loses all pressure.
Do you give it to Sato or his gunner? Good lord.
I'll tell you what, the man's been on it today. Country Farms, it seems, has taken a stationary appeal. We've got shots coming in from the distance. A good 600, 800 meters out or so.
Oh, wow.
Right out of HQ hitting, yeah. We've got Cooter Dust and Dunny popping out to repair. Now, if I was 101A, I'd be a little nervous, I think, right now. After LGN just lost the Summit Finals, I'd be willing to bet they were going to take out some frustration on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, 100%.
That was one of the most incredible matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, oh, it was good.
LGN always producing a good match, that's for certain. Country Farms and crew peeking out. AMAC and crew back
Sato,
where they were at the beginning of the match.
Sato is as well.
Sato right here in the middle. Those of you at home, we've got just in the middle of the screen here, we've got a little green shadow behind that tree in the distance. That's going to be our enemy armor.
Now both tanks are pinged. Both. You got Country Farms, and then you have Ramos up north. Both caught by the strafing.
Country Farms firing on Sato's crew first, missing their shot. Oh, it's a ricochet twice, I believe is what's going on. Hitting that front paneling of that 75 and just skimming right off. Sato and crew being very aggressive here, pushing up, definitely out in the open. Firing shots in the distance. They very well know. Did they see something I don't? I'm not sure. Perhaps that downed armor unit from earlier. Private First Class Toaster Bath hopping out to perform some repairs for Country Farms. AMAC taking a shot from the north. Seemingly up here. That was Ramos up in the north. Snipes him behind the hedgerow. Has no idea where it came from, at least not soon enough. Sato and crew moving to adjust. Very well may see another engagement here really soon. Who sees who first is the main question. The gun of Ramos is facing east, so with Sato turning around, obviously neither of them see each other, but Sato does get marked by two different tank crews. Obviously, we got three now, so they know where Sato is located, obviously due to a recon plane that just went over. Sato in no real rush.
Now we have another good one coming up. We've got a tank for the 101A on the MSR, and then Mahojo coming down. They just took shot. Oh no, that was Ramos shooting and hitting something close.
Ramos taking shots down towards Sato. He's on the hunt. He knows he's in the middle of that point, and he's certainly trying to find him. Oh man, they're just not lining up. Oh, Sato and crew taking a peek. Definitely got an eye for Ramos. Ramos fires a shot, ricochets. Sato pins. Ramos is off. Oh my gosh. That gunner is on fire tonight. What a shot. Right through the hedge. Couldn't have landed it better if you had asked. I honestly surprised it went through. Just happened to pick the perfect spot.
100%,
What a shot.
That was a good one. Also, I just wonder too if Legion will decide to use it. They still have a P strike left. 101A burnt theirs earlier trying to take Sato's tank out.
That is the truth. 101A did manage to land
Country
one.
Farms down there.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Country Farms is still on a 2-kill streak. Downing Sato's old armor unit as well as Mahojo, I believe it was. We've got some 101A armor encircling the point. This is kind of what you like to see. Pick and pair heading right back to that, kind of toward that location they've been trying to control all game. Very curious to see where LGN's armor units are. We've got one very, very, very close here to pick and pair. They have no idea that they're within about 50 meters of each other.
Only 2 tanks out so far. We've got one rolling out of bottom HQ.
Okay.
And then obviously Sato's crew on point.
Yeah, if I'm 101A here, I'm making a move. I'm getting ballsy because we have to take this point. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. So if I have to park my ass straight in the middle of that hard cap, that's where I'm going.
What you were talking about earlier, we're getting on it now. So Legion is using a recon plane that's going to ping the tank that's north of point. I can't see pick and pair.
Yep. Malak is actually north of point.
I'm agreeing.
Oh, look at this showdown. That very may Mahojo and crew. Yeah, that very may well have been who you were talking about here.
Yeah.
Pick and pair, sitting duck, has no idea what's happening. Shell shocked inside that big armor box.
Your earlier point. You got to go. You got to go. It's almost a point of no return.
And we are seeing cap pressure from 101A.
Yeah,
Sato and crew still in there. Yeah, Country Farms making a peek.
Yep.
Is he going to fall for it again is my question.
You're taking it. Just stay right there. Make him make the move, right?
That's the way I see it, especially if we're taking the point. He's going to be surrounded pretty much here soon. Have somebody make a maneuver. Perhaps sniping from the north. We've got shots coming in on Country Farms. Not completely certain where from, but directly from the east. Yeah, he was left himself wide open. That was the armor unit you were mentioning coming out of spawn moments ago.
Yep.
Not even certain where that shot came from. It was so far back. Oh, here we are. We're moving up now.
Insane.
Yeah, it's AMAX crew. Coming back to the bottom side of that strong point. Wild. Absolutely.
And that may be the last good time you could push. I mean, you're going to have to stack all 4 and count on all game. There've just been 2 tanks on point. You need to assume that there are just 2 tanks on point and push your 4. And then make those other 2 make a move. Because you got to kill a lot of tanks to match up with an hour 15 minutes of cap pressure.
That's
a
lot. This is what I fear. Yeah, 101A going into this, I would have thought they would have been a little bit more aggressive. Obviously having a slight disadvantage for midpoint, but They do send a recon plane over, so we've got 2 in the Echo column, Echo 7 for 101A. They both do know where these armor units of LGN are located.
Now in F7, there's one other tank, and that's the only other one out right now.
Ah, okay. Sato and crew still maintaining their point. Ooh, shots ringing out. Sato and company firing to the northwest. Gonna be Ramos and crew.
Fortunate.
Ramos and crew trying to return shots. They do pin Sato one time. Sato definitely injured. Ramos still firing. I look for Sato to probably repair here, take his time. Agent Stone, yeah, working to the west side of that armor unit, making sure to stay out of the way of any splash zone.
I definitely spent my time as the driver, and they say get out, repair, and you're like, oh god.
It puts the lotions on the skin.
That's right. TC says that you do it. That's how it is.
Right.
That's how we play the game.
Dual armor units up here by 101A. They have a chance to take Sato out. As we mentioned earlier, I really would have liked to seen a little more aggression, especially at this point, knowing, hey, we got one of the 2 armor units out of the midpoint. We have to take this in hopes of even having a chance.
Maybe they are waiting to stack. You know, maybe they got a good shot on him, forced him back in there. When we get all 4, we're gonna roll it in point.
That is very possible. We've definitely got.
If you look at
Ramos landing a shot on Sato. Perhaps a ricochet. I don't see much damage. There's some penetration for
that
you,
one
though.
does it.
You got it. There you go. Hit him with your coax.
Uh-oh.
Two in the front right corner there. Definitely full of smoke. We've got more 101A pushing in from the west. This is going to be pick and pair.
You gotta go.
Poor Agent Stone back out there again. His hands got to hurt from repairing today.
That's what I'm saying.
That torch is hot, man. Fairly accurate mark. No real shots coming. They're still trying to pop anywhere over here, but none of their shots are landing. It looks like they're doing a repair up there to the northwest. We've got another 101A armor unit coming out of mid-spawn. That's Country Farms and crew. Interesting take here. I'm willing to bet you're right, though. I got a feeling that 101A very well may move all at once here. Looks like one of them were trying to make a move, but getting shot at by the east from LGN. Just sending relentless shots downrange. That's going to be this guy right over here.
Yeah.
In this direction.
Yeah, I don't know who you're looking at. I'm looking at Maryland. You've got a guy back in F7, G7, I'm sorry, all the way back there, and a tank in F7 in front of him. And they're just aimed down that lane.
Yeah.
Just looking straight down, waiting for you to push.
Looks like Maryland and crew are making a little bit of a move here. They're going to come around this hedge here and be hungry.
Ooh. Will they kill that poor guy repping right through the hedgerow there?
I'd love to see it.
They can make that shot.
Yes, they can.
If he gets
Absolutely.
up to the edge, he can make that shot.
If he peers through here, I think he may have the advantage too. I don't believe the gun is looking this way.
There it is.
That hits one. Oh, does take penetration. PZ4 with the first shot. Ah, they both send one back. It looks like PZ4 might have ricocheted a shot. Taking a little bit more pen. We've got 3 of the armor units. We've got 1 armor unit actually making its move in WN7 as we speak on the south side, looking to put work in on Sato.
He's right between 2 tanks.
Sato and crew apparently has no idea. This might be pretty interesting to watch, folks. Oh, but AMAC was waiting for him. He has no chance. AMAC steadily creeping down here. A double elimination.
Got him.
Forget about.
Oh my God.
Woo! That's right, baby. That's what we get you here at DMT. All of the best armor action. Holy shit.
Imagine Sato on the mic right now.
Sato's gotta be shitting. AMAC going crazy. That is the best tank takedown I've ever seen.
Does he know? Does AMAC know they traded? Is Sato scared for his life right now?
Sato appears to be scared for his life, potentially. He certainly wouldn't have been able to tell the difference in smoke, and I'm sure he has no complete clue that that armor unit was down unless they've checked the scoreboard. It's the only way by now he would know.
Did you get that?
Oh, I got that. I got that. I got the single greatest tank takedown ever seen on video. You're right.
Oh man, we had to get a second place when that tank backflipped in the river.
101A hitting a long shot, taking out what looks to be probably Mahojo's crew, if I were to guess. Perhaps coming out of east, out of just in G7 there.
No, it was Maryland.
Maryland. Oh, that's right. Yep. Malak putting in work. Malak and Country Farms working up to the north. This is not familiar territory for Country Farms this match. He is high talented. He is in 4th gear, pushing as fast as he possibly can. 101A showing some aggression. The point is at a neutral. That does no good for them, and they've only got 22 minutes left here. I don't want to count them out yet, but they're going to need a miracle. We need a cap within the next 2 minutes, and they got to just hold the line from there and get several eliminations to make this worthwhile.
If they could go ahead and cap now, Gotti, and then maybe push up a grid square and just kill them as they come out of spawn. And they would also have to count on Legion not stacking tanks and making a push. They would have to count on Legion feeding them 1 tank at a time. Getting double taps on it, killing it. I mean, they're going to have to do something. We do have a tank
some triangulation.
Looks like in 4th gear. Oh yeah, Malak aiming down this road.
Yeah, Malak on the road. We've got more to his west, heading down the other. It's perpendicular there. Somebody getting hit. Somebody's taking shots. I'm not sure who. Looks like perhaps, oh, we've got Malak heading straight into the point, I think. Oh no, that's going to be Ramos and crew. Yeah, they're going after Sato. They said, we want you out of there. Yeah. This is our point, and we need it now. It's my point, I need it now. Driver getting hung up on the wall that helps him none. Sato able to put a shot in the furthest west 101A. No good though.
Take it. 3 tanks making a move right now. 4 tanks making a move.
You got it. This is what we want to see.
Country Farms has got to turn around and be prepared. He's in the kill zone.
Yes, he is. Country Farms the most east. Furthest east for 101A. Country Farms looking good. Now, those of you out here, our armor units are allowed to travel in between anywhere between D and G columns. C and west and H and east are off limits, but you can, you know, work to try to pin your opponent once you've gained and controlled the ground around the point that you are trying to secure. We've got 3 in the hard cap. That's what I like.
Yeah, they're going to take it. Unfortunately, it looks like Maryland and Mahojo have counted on that northern side still being hot. So both of them are up there in like G5, F5 area.
I see in the distance. Yeah, they're cruising.
Now there is a tank. It looks like AMAC coming out of bottom. He's fourth gearing it down the MSR, trying to get back in that point. But
now, keep an eye for me on Mahojo and crew up there to the north. I'm curious to see what this flank of theirs is going to give us. 101A with nobody, to my knowledge, watching to the west. We've got a little bit of action northeast here, but that's about it. Mahojo seeming to have slipped by.
I'm confused. Mahojo is actually heading into the D column. I'm not sure if he's going to come up that way.
Yeah, he's going to do a wide flank. I'm thinking. I see him up here. I want to say he's going to do a wide flank and try to get behind these guys, knowing that they have control. This was kind of how, if you recall, this is how 508 played it to start. They went on that wide flank, and it really worked out for them.
And we like to call that the Kilroy flank.
That's right.
Now he is breaking into the C column. I hope he knows.
That's a technical fail.
He drifted on the road. He's going to stay hard in D.
All right, that's what we like to see. Now we do have an armor unit marked here by Country Farms and crew, sitting where old AMAC liked to sit. Crew they're firing on is out and repairing currently. Really nice setup we've got going on by 101A. The only complaint I have is that nobody is watching the flank. They kind of think they are, but I don't think they realize that somebody's already behind them. And that could become costly here momentarily.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep an eye out for Mahojo and crew here shortly.
Now General Norwood's tank is in a dirty little spot. Also, Maryland's tank is coming up in the E column behind point. So maybe that's the call. Maybe AMAC is just keeping them busy in the front.
Yep.
And Mahojo and Maryland are going to go start the party in the back.
We may have seen some action. I did notice that Malak and crew have now faced to the northwest a little bit, even though they're on the east side of that point. So they may have an idea that somebody's behind them. I'm not certain yet where Mahojo or AMAC's crew is. We will get you visuals on that when we're able.
Taking a shot.
Shots
Country
ringing
Farms
out.
and missed.
Country
Missed
Farms
again.
returning again, hits the post seemingly. Puts one in the distance. Gets hit with a ricochet.
Uh-oh. You need to look down here.
Oh, we've got penetration.
You need to look bottom of the D column. Bottom of the D column and bottom of the E column. We got two tanks from Legion pushing in.
This could get hairy, folks. Country Farm still in an exchange back and forth. He's hit twice. Oh, and goes down. Gets sniped right between the building there. Let's see if we can spot these enemy armor units.
Pick and Pair knows what's up. Yeah, Pick and Pair rigged.
Pick and Pair has a mark out. Definitely aware that LGN's got their rear. Pick and Pair goes down. Goes down. Now the only ones we've got left is Norwood and crew in the middle of the point. He's taking shots currently. I'm not sure if he's firing at Mahojo and crew. Looks like he very well may have been. You say there was 2 LGN armor units over here?
Yeah, you've got Maryland in the E column, but then behind him you've got Mahojo in the D column, further back.
Ah, here we go. Here he
west of
crests. I've had the 2 confused. That was Maryland's tank that had taken out Pick and Pair.
Legion must communicate very well because you got 2 tanks south, both peeking out of cover right now to take
should
shots.
be able to fire upon Norwood soon. They're looking right at each other. Just seemingly don't quite have a shot. Norwood taking shots by both LGN armor units. Does well to get behind cover, that's for certain. LGN moving up here.
Down there on the beach.
Yeah. But they don't see the one that's 200 meters closer to them.
I saw that as well, yeah.
And I'm fairly certain that they're going to be spotted here within the next 10 seconds. That back corner is going to be showing. Oh, yep.
Gotta be now.
They've got almost a full stop here. I look for the shot to come soon.
Oh.
Perhaps not. And they move just at the right time. Look at this. Just enough. Oh, they're going to back up and show. Yep. He just stuck his butt out just enough.
Yep.
We've got an armor unit drop behind me, it sounds like. 101A. Oh, 101A attempting to come up behind Mahojo and Maryland. Goes down. Does not, in fact. Norwood being dropped while he's getting repaired. I'm sorry, not Norwood, that was Malak, I believe. Safe space hopping out for Maryland. Look at this. We've got Norwood.
Oh, and
these guys are repping while they're fighting, guys.
Yeah, and they've got AMAC coming up directly east of them.
They certainly do.
Once he hits this gap, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Sends in the shot. Makes quick
Legion
work
with all
of them.
4 tanks up.
Unbelievable. And that, my friends, is going to probably put the final nail in the coffin if I were to guess. I'm willing to bet at this point, even with the back and forth, that LGN has held the majority of the time this time and last time. I don't look for 101A to be able to claw their way back from this one, but I digress. We shall see. We never count anybody out here in DMT. We've got shots raining in. Not completely certain where from. We have no 101A units on the field except for Pick and Pair coming out of mid-spawn. That's gonna be rough. AMAC wasting no time to hit this MSR west side of the point. Taking an approach to the north. Almost as if he knows where he's coming from. About 500 meters apart, we've got AMAC, we've got Pick and Pair. This has got to feel like defeat, I guess, if you're 101A. You got 10 minutes left in the match, and you're all sitting in spawn for what seems like an eternity.
Oh yeah, it is rough. I've been on the receiving end of a game like this. You know, I refuse to say an asshole because I don't think it is, but yeah,
it certainly hurts all the same, right?
And it's got yeah. But Commander says you got 2-minute cooldown. I just spawned to medium. Of course, you probably are looking at the the screen like I've got 9,000 fuel. What are we waiting on? But I can't talk in red chat, so you're just sitting there, dude, forever.
Ah, okay. So if you're the commander, you really got to be paying attention. So how do these tank crews communicate then? Are they on their own if they can't talk in red, or how does this work?
Well, the commander is usually the quietest in a DMT match, because they're just going to tell the commander, hey, I want to recon vertically in the E column, or something like that. So I need a tank bottom spawn. And meanwhile, the commander is going to spawn these tanks, but you should see in the bottom left of your screen, Gotti, constantly red chat talking. And that's what it is. Because there's only 4 TCs. So it's only 4 people all in the same chat, talking, pinging together. That's where they'll strategize. It'll be a group effort.
Man, I'll tell you, AMAC and crew, whoever's
so
he's on it with the spots.
I do have an update for you though.
Yeah.
A good little tidbit of information is I sent a text to one of the referees just out of curiosity of how long has Legion held the point.
Yeah.
And their rough calculation, it's an unofficial number, right? But at roughly 53 minutes of the 75-minute match, Legion has held the point.
Certainly.
So far.
And that sounds about right. That's it's got to be what our viewers at home are thinking too. That, man, these guys we've just seen this mid cap stay red all night from obviously the 101A perspective.
Right. Fox is out repping and AMAC's tank is out repping. They're just trying to.
Tell you what, these TCs are on fire, man. It's almost like AMAC knew where he was coming from. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah.
You see this PZ4 pop up. Oh my gosh! Look here. AMAC's got company. He brought a friend. Maryland come to. He's just here for the gangbang. Someone else is actually getting.
Oh, here it is.
Some pin. Here. We're gonna watch. We're gonna wait to see. Somebody's just going down behind me. It's a 75. We've got 101A dropping an armor unit of LGNs. AMAC still cruising around. It's only a moment until these 2 armor units see each other.
It had to be Sato's tank. It was Sato's tank.
I do believe. Yeah, just south. He was west of the midpoint. Man, look at this. PZ4, 75, within 50 meters of each other. They know each other are roughly there, but don't exactly know.
Oh yeah, I don't know what your screen is looking like, but there's pings all over mine. They know where this PZ4 is. Uh-oh.
PZ4 takes a shot. Oh, he's getting hit from Maryland and crew. This is going to end badly for the PZ4. He's getting tag teamed pretty viciously.
Oh,
there we go. AMAC and crew putting in the final blow. Ooh, AMAC and crew taking shots from the northwest. 101A said we're not giving up that easy.
Country Farms up there.
Yep, we've got Country Farms, and then we've got Malak as well, just south of it. Country Farms goes down though. AMAC with a sniper from range. Tells him go long, and then to go, you know what himself.
Oh, it ricked and killed him. Was that a double tap?
Goes down. I'm not really certain. I did hear the ricochet, but we did see the explosion. Killer performance so far by LGN. Really just dominating when they needed to. I reckon at this point you're going to see LGN kind of just mosey to the west of point a little bit. And then kind of...
I don't expect seeing them move much at all.
No.
I mean...
Just go ahead and hold and ride it out, huh?
I see a lot of tankers in that bottom HQ.
Yeah.
Are they coming out again, do you reckon?
I mean, you know, if my pride says anything and one's available, I'm getting in the thing. Because I'm sure not going to be on. I'm sure not going to be on camera, not. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be a little too late. Sato is going ahead and back in this hard cap. He's moving west to point now along this main road. We're just counting down the time at this point, folks. We've got. Yeah, there's more LGN over there hanging out. Hojo and crew on the southern side. It's going to be a wrap for the continuation, folks. We've got 3 minutes left in the match. We will ride it out to the very end, but I believe our winner today is going to be LGN. Quite a dominant performance today. Seemed a little bit closer the last time, if I may say.
I think so too. I think both teams figured out what the other one was going to do.
Yeah, we've got some celebration going on by Sato down here.
Strategy was a little, yeah. I think Legion knew what 101A was going to do, and instead of trying to figure out the other team, they just perfected what they were going to do. They almost did the same exact play. I would say the big difference in this play than last time is Sato's crew hanging out behind that building, just saving the day.
That's the truth. And just when Country Farms thought he had it and had him dead to rights, he stumbles right into AMAC and crew. Incredible. Yep. Absolutely incredible.
I'm with you though. That double elimination south in hard cap was wild.
It was. I am so happy we were able to get that on film here, because man, that is not something you see all the time, especially not from this point of view. This is absolutely incredible. We've got 1 minute and 25 left, everybody. I'd like to thank you all for stopping out today. If you're still watching with us, it's been quite an interesting matchup we've had. Can't wait to bring you some more. Looks like Mahojo and company, they're trying to fire into the HQ. Probably not able to reach. I think there's too many things in the way, but that's awfully funny.
So close.
For sure. Make sure you go out.
A lot of these, go ahead, got it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, make sure you go out, give us a like, be sure to subscribe for more. We're going to bring you some every week as long as we're doing it, so be ready for that. We've got a lot more to come. We've got PPL starting at the end of the month, I believe. Lots of big things in the future, so.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can book a 34th game. I can give you some serious insight to my guys tanking, you know.
For sure.
Try to see how they think about it.
For sure. Well, that's going to be all for us tonight. YouTube, thanks for stopping in. We always appreciate you. This has been DMT Tournament 4, Round 1, LGN versus 101A. I'm your host, Don Gotti. My co-host, Grizzly.
Yep.
Any last remarks?
No, man. I'm already ready for the next one. We love it.
Heck yeah, man. Can't wait to see you back here again. Those of you out there watching, thanks again. We appreciate you so much. We're going to go ahead and call it here. Forget about.